Happy Queens Chat Live. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Queens Chat Live. Happy Friday to everyone. Come on into the room. Thank you to everyone that's going to watch this on the replay. Make sure you hit hashtag replay in the comments to let me know that you are here. And if you happen to jump on midstream, make sure you say hello, all that good stuff. So, hello once again to everyone. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching this video. I am Corinthia Williams, also known as the Queen of Transformation, your self-love and transformational coach. And what I do, I help women transform mind, body, and soul. And I do that in a way of coaching. I do that in a way of writing books. I just released my new book, Birthing the Queen Within. And big shout out to all the queens who bought their book. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So make sure you hit that link right above this video on Facebook and right in the comments on TikTok. Get yourself a copy of the book. So I'm an author, I write books, I coach women. I have a community on Facebook called the Queens Tribe Community, where myself and amazing other queens come together, promote one another, hold one another accountable, love on one another. It's a place where you can take your shoes off and get comfortable, girl. Listen, you want to be a part of the Queens Tribe. So let's get connected. Let's stay connected and hit that link and see all the wonderful things that I do. And with all of that being said, one of the things I enjoy doing is going live and teaching. I'm a teacher at heart. I used to own a child care service. I used to teach Sunday school. I am a teacher at heart, so I love coming on live, doing these lives every Monday and Friday. So make sure you tune in for that at 12 noon. So on today, Queens, happy Women's History Month. I know International Women's Day was the 8th, I believe. But we're celebrating women all month, and that's what I love to do, because I love helping other women know that they are powerful, they are strong, and they can do all things through Christ who strengthens them. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for my roses. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining me. So over on TikTok, you can set goals and stuff. So I put a goal out there. I said, why not? Why not? So that's what I did. That's what I'm talking to. TikTok, I'm over here talking to Facebook too. So you want to see me looking back and forth, back and forth. So thank you guys so much on TikTok. I'm not ignoring you guys. Thank y'all so much for being a part of the conversation. And so on today, let me get my notes out. How y'all been doing? Let me know where you are from. Even if you're watching this on the replay, put where you are from. Let me know. Let me know. So I can give you guys a big shout out. To tell y'all a little bit about myself. I'm from Maryland. I've lived here all my life. Always talked about moving. Always talked about doing other things, moving to other states. But it just wasn't the time. But now at my beautiful age of 47 going on 48, the kids are grown. I'm a grandmother. Everybody's starting to do their own thing in the world. And so my husband and I, we've been talking about it again. So I don't know. I might move. I might not move or what have you. But guys, it's a beautiful thing to have choices, right? It's a beautiful thing to say, you know what? I got a made up mind and I'm going to do something different, right? I'm going to do something different for me. I'm going to do something different because I don't like where I am right now, or what I'm doing right now just doesn't work for me. Just isn't it for me, right? And so on today, we're talking about the 3 A's of fulfillment, right? Hey, Queen Danielle, thanks so much for joining me. Woo woo, Baltimore in the building. I know that's right. So we're going to talk about the 3 A's of fulfillment. So once again, share this if you can. Tag a friend, what have you. We're about to go in. On TikTok, you can invite other people as well, y'all. We're about to go in, okay? So the 3 A's of fulfillment. The human fulfillment, to feel complete. You know, a lot of times we want the big things, the obvious things, right? We want millions of dollars. We want the big house. We want the cars. We want the jewels. We want all of those things, right? Because those are the obvious things that we see, right? A lot of times on these social media platforms, people selling us a dream, and we compare ourselves so often of what somebody else may have. I used to do that. Let me be 100. When I was first starting out in my business, I was looking at other people in the industry, and they was doing a darn thing. They had $1,000 ticketed items. They had the big house, the big cars, all of these things. And it made me feel a certain way because I felt as though I wasn't feeling fulfilled of where I was, right? Sometimes when it takes a journey to complete anything, and sometimes we want to skip some steps. Sometimes we want to skip some steps in order to get to that prize, what we believe that prize to be. But on today, I'm going to break it down a little easier for us so we can understand what we need to give to ourselves and not look to external factors to fulfill us, right? We're talking about the 3 A's of fulfillment. And the first thing you need is acceptance. Acceptance, right? We want to be a part of the crowd. We want to be a part of the clique, right? We want to be in that enclave, that top 1%. We want to be at the top of our career. We want to be that it woman, that it girl, that it man. We want to do it. We want to be in the circle, right? And a lot of times we're pushing and grinding so hard to be a part of something, to say that, hey, I'm important. I'm important. I need to be a part of this. How can I get in the crowd? How can I get in the clique, right? Y'all remember in high school they had the different categories, the it girls, the bougie girls, the quiet people, the nerds, everybody had their own little clique. But unfortunately, some of us are standing outside trying to find our way and trying to get into those cliques, into those groups of people who we tend to look up to or want to connect to, right? But let me be the first to tell you on this beautiful Friday, before we can be accepted by anyone, we first have to accept ourselves. Come on. We first have to accept ourselves, because a lot of times we are looking for that approval. That's our next A, the approval. That's the second A, approval. We're looking for acceptance and approval from someone else. So we have to learn how to accept ourselves. So if this your first time coming across my channel, welcome. But I'm all things about self-love. That's what I talk about, self-love, how to love yourself, how to put yourself first, knowing that self-love isn't selfish, that it's necessary, right? And so part of your self-love journey, you got to learn to accept where you are, regardless of where you are on your journey, right? You could just be starting. You could be in the middle. You could be a pro at this thing, right? But wherever you are in life, you have to accept where you are. So listen, guys, I have a self-love quiz, right? It's a quiz you can, it's totally free. You take the quiz, right? And I ask you 14 specific questions on your self-love journey. And then you get to rate where you are on your journey. And can I be honest with you? It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert at this thing. You're a guru. You know what you're doing. I got this. We all can have an area to improve on. So the questions are specific in different areas of our lives and show you things you can work on during your self-love journey and be able to accept and approve where you are, wherever you are on that journey. So click the link. Wait till I'm finished, or you can click it now. Click that link and download and take that quiz today and let me know how it went, right? And so if you're ready to start a self-love journey, we're coming up on the second quarter of the year. So now is a good time to get prepared for that. Once you download that quiz, you can get some percentage off of my ebook. You'll see my new book there. Just click that. All of that's going to pop up for you. But on today, I just wanted to tell you that the 3 A's of fulfillment, the first one is acceptance, right? In order to, we're human, so we want to be accepted. But we first got to accept ourselves, wherever we are. If you're 50 pounds overweight, queen, come on, let's be 100. If you're hair thinning, right? If you got grays, if you're not at the top of that career ladder that you was climbing for so many years, right? Wherever you are, you might be going through some relationship issues with friends, with family members, what have you. You first have to accept where you are. And that takes being honest with yourself. Come on. That takes being honest, being real with you, being okay with not being okay. Yeah, we talked about that on Monday. It's okay to not be okay. And just accepting this journey is so important. The next A, like I said, was approval. We seek approval from everyone else. And it's human nature. And it's so hard to break this sometimes. I get it. Because we've been trained and programmed on trying to get approval from someone else. Outer sources, right? So even as a kid, as a child, we try to get approval from our parents, our caregivers, our teachers, right? Our bosses, our spouses, our significant others. We want approval. We want somebody to say, you're good. We want somebody to say, well done, great job, awesome, I'm so proud of you. You know, we want that. And there's nothing wrong with getting that and desiring that. Okay, but we cannot allow wanting that approval to overtake us because we are expecting. See, that's where we mess up sometimes. We are expecting someone else to give us that approval. On today, ladies, I want you to realize that true approval starts within. If you're not good with you, how you expect someone else to be good with you? If you don't see yourself as winning, how are you going to expect someone else see you as winning? If you don't approve of how you look, you feel a little uncomfortable, you feel like you're not at your best, how do you expect someone else to treat you as if you are? Right? And so I want to let you know that you first have to stamp that seal of approval on yourself and realize, you know what, I accept myself for where I am. I done messed up sometimes. I done did some wrong things. I done messed up something. Or I might be good. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm okay. And approve yourself to be okay. I'm good. Approval. Approving who you are. Being okay with who you are and realizing, you know what, this is not the end of me. Every day that God wakes us up, it's a day to realize this isn't the end. This is a new beginning, right? This isn't the end of you. This is just a new beginning. Over in the Queen's Tribe, I put a post out today telling them to post in the comments a goal that they accomplished. Right? Something that they accomplished. I wanted them to brag on themselves because sometimes we don't brag on us. We brag on our kids, right? We love our babies. We brag on them all day. I brag on my boo-booms all day, right? We brag on our kids. We brag on our spouses. We brag on our friends. We so proud of them. But when it comes down to it, we don't brag about ourselves. And a lot of times, you know, society teaches us to be humble and mild, meek and mild. Society teaches us to don't be boastful, right? Society tells us, you know what? It ain't about you. It ain't always about you, right? These are things that we tell ourselves and society tells us and we believe them. We've been fed lies, guys. We've been fed lies because I'm not saying to be puffed up and thinking you're better than everybody else, but you matter. What you do matter. How you show up in the world matters. And sometimes we don't celebrate ourselves enough. We don't celebrate ourselves enough. My husband just graduated college, y'all. He did college online and he's been fighting and working through that thing for some years, y'all. And his dream was to always walk across that college stage, right? And so there were no graduations locally here coming up. And he's like, you know what? I'll just do it virtually. It's okay. That way I won't have to take off of work, right? I was like, nah, we going to that graduation because it's your time to be proud of yourself. It's your time to accept you. It's your time for that approval that you've been wanting from someone else to pat you on the back. It's time that you take this opportunity to pat you on the back and be there for you. And so, like I said, we have to sometimes brag on ourselves. Even if we got to stand in the mirror and say it, right? It doesn't matter. As long as you are proud of you and approve you. And I know, once again, we might not be where we want to be. We might not have what we want to have or dream of having. But guess what? We're here. And you made it. You made it. Come on, queens. Some kings might be on here. Come on. You made it here. Some of y'all didn't think you would be here. Some of y'all didn't think that you would survive. Come on, let's get real. Can we get 100? I got real people in the comments. Some of y'all didn't think you would survive what you've been through. Can I get a me? Right? Some of y'all didn't think that you would get through that relationship, that abusive relationship, that mentally draining relationship. Some of y'all didn't think that you would get over that financial hurdle. Some of y'all didn't think that you would get away from that relationship, friendship, toxic environment. Some of y'all didn't think that you'll be able to buy your own home and work a nice job. Some of y'all didn't think you'd be able to start your own businesses because never seen a woman that look like you have her own business. Come on. Some of y'all didn't think that you wouldn't get to where you are today, to have a family, to raise some kids, being a single mom, to raise kids in an area that you might didn't want to live in, but you was able to get them through college. Come on. Some of y'all didn't think that you would make it this far with a GED. Come on. Some of y'all didn't think that. But let me be the first to tell you, congratulations, queen, you did it. Come on. Congratulations, king, you did it. You did it. I want you to boast on you today. I want you to approve you today. I want you to accept you today, because guess what? You did it. It wasn't me. It wasn't anybody else. You went to those classes. You fought. You cried. You prayed. You was praying. You was fighting. You was getting your finances together. You was doing the darn thing. You was working those extra shifts. Come on. You was working at night. Come on. Can I get me? Yeah, I want y'all to get excited. There go those hearts on TikTok. Get excited about that thing. You did that. Nobody held your hand when you was working those night shifts, taking those night classes. Nobody held your hand when you was praying over your kids. Nobody held your hand when you had to face financial hardship and you got through it. Nobody held your hand when you filed bankruptcy. Nobody held your hand when you had to get back on the bus because your car was repossessed. Come on. Nobody was holding your hand. You made it through. Nobody held your hand. See, a lot of times, that's what I'm saying. We want the approval and the acceptance from everybody else. People be that. Let's be 100. Some of us got some ride or die friends and family members. True. Hats off to them. But a lot of us don't. A lot of us don't. Can we be 100? A lot of us don't. But so when stuff get rough and tough, nobody's there but you. And you got to deal with it. You got to trust in yourself. You got to believe without seeing the end result. You got to believe not knowing what the end going to come, what's going to come at the end. You are the one doing that. And so I want to say congratulations on today, because you did that. You did that. Not me. You did that. Okay. So we're talking about the 3 A's of fulfillment. And these are things we have to give to ourselves. So often we got it twisted because we thought society's supposed to give it to us. Our parents, our loved ones, our kids, whomever, our bosses, supposed to give us these 3 A's. But we have to first give it to ourselves. Yeah, it may come. That's the added bonus when it comes from external factors. But when we don't give ourselves these 3 A's, guess what? We'll never even recognize or appreciate the exterior factor, because we still are dealing with some inner healing. Okay, so the first A is acceptance. We have to accept ourselves regardless where we are on this journey called life. Baby, you got to accept yourself for who you are, and that's it. Yeah, you might got to fix some stuff. Come on, let's be 100. Yeah, you got to clean some stuff up. You got to do some different things. But you got to accept where you are and be okay with who you are. The next one was approval. We got to put that stamp of approval on ourselves. Show off and show out and say, I did it. I made it. And the last one, we have to appreciate ourselves. Come on. We want other people to appreciate what we do. We go up in our heads and have this whole scenario of what we expect people to do for us and how we want to be treated from other people. Can I be 100 with everybody on today? Folks going through their own mess. I know. Folks going through their own mess, and a lot of them don't even realize you are asking or needing something from them. Because they trying to accept, approve, and appreciate their own selves. They dealing with their own exterior factors and they're in the healing. Or maybe not even realize they're on a journey and just living life. And it's okay. Because on today we're learning that we have to appreciate ourselves. Appreciate how far you came. Appreciate where you are today. Appreciate the breath that's breathing through your lungs. Appreciate that you got a roof over your head. Appreciate, yeah, you might not got a Mercedes, but you got a vehicle that's going to take you to work and make sure your kids picked up and you can go to church or do whatever you do, right? You got 4 wheels and some gas money. Come on. Appreciate where you are. Because guess what? You're living it. It's your story. So why not appreciate where you are? Get out of this mode of always thinking about what you don't have. Because if we're always thinking about the negative, that's where we're going to stay. But when we change our mind, right? I say this all the time. When you change your mind, you change your life. And it's so true. And I'm a living witness of that. Once I changed my mind about how I saw myself, what I wanted for myself. Once I changed my mind and realized, you know what, I accept me for me. Yeah, I got some stuff to work on, but it's okay. I made it this far and I can go a little further once I change my mind. When you change your mind, you can change your life. So we got to change the way we see things, change our lenses, change our focus, change the way we observe our surroundings and what we see. It's not about always what is in our eyesight. What you feed your eyesight and what you see around you is all coming from here. So just like that glass, half empty, half full, it's all in your perception of it. So we have to change our minds and believe, you know what? I might not have everything I thought I would at this age. I might not have or be in a relationship that I thought I would be in, but God darn it, I'm okay. Because I have lived another day to see something greater and to change my mind and to become something greater. So on today, we was talking about the 3 A's of fulfillment. These are 3 A's that we have to give ourselves. Number 1, acceptance. Accepting us for who we are and where we are now. And being okay with that, right? That's when the approval come in. Giving ourselves the stamp of approval, saying we grade A. We good. We good. Because you know what? We survived it. We did whatever we had to do to get us to this point. And now we're changing our minds in order to get to the next point. All right. And third, acceptance. Accepting us. No, that was number 1. Appreciating us. The third one is appreciating with who we are and all of the beautiful accomplishments that we've made, all of the things that we've overcame, all of the things that might have was meant and sent to kill us and destroy us, but it didn't, because we have resilience. And some of us forget that. But on today, I want you to think about changing your mind in order to change your life. All right. So listen, guys, let's stay connected. I talked about my free self-love quiz that you're more than welcome to take. It's a 14-question quiz, and it'll help you realize where you are on your self-love journey. If you haven't even had one, if you in the process of doing it, if you've been doing it for some time, we all can have room for improvement. And so those questions will help you and give you an eye point gaze at what areas you can definitely work on. Okay. And once you download that, you can get, I think it's a 30% discount or something like that on my ebook, 30 Days to Greater Self-Love. You can start your 30-day self-love journey, where I walk you through 30 days of things of doing for yourself. I got affirmations in there. I have, what else? Prompts, journaling prompts in there, all kind of good stuff in there that you'll get a discount if you take the quiz and download the journal today. And lastly, my new book, it's on Amazon, or you can get a signed copy. Either way, all of the links is above here. The book is called Birthing the Queen Within, a journey to embracing your inner power and living a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. So make sure you get your hands on the book and start your journey of embracing that inner power, because none of us are punks. None of us are suckers, because we made it, right? We made it. And so we have to learn to embrace that inner power to go further and live that life of happiness, fulfillment, and joy. Okay? So listen, guys. Thank y'all so much for jumping on. Thank you to everyone who joined me on TikTok. If you're just jumping on and you want to see this on the replay, I'll be posting this on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and subscribe to that as well. All the things that I'm talking about is in that link tree. So go ahead, click that link, and you see all the things that I offer. Even the Queen's Tribe community, which is a private Facebook community where it's totally free. Women come. It's a place you can take your shoes off and get comfortable. That's all. I like saying that. You can take your shoes off, girl, and get comfortable and enjoy the atmosphere and the positivity from other women. All right. So, guys, I'm going to get off of here. Happy Friday to everyone. I am going to check back in on Monday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So if you don't follow me, make sure you do. Turn on those notifications. And we're going to continue the conversation of self-love and self-care. All right, y'all. Be blessed. Know that I love you, but God loves you more. And I'm going to see each of you at the top, because there's no more room at the bottom. Be blessed, y'all. Happy Friday. Peace.